Hello fellow travelers! Today on June 15th, 2025, I want to share some little-known secrets about airports that can truly transform your journey from a stressful ordeal into a smooth and pleasant experience. We've all been there, rushing, confused, and honestly feeling like the airport itself is designed to make things difficult. The truth is, many aspects of the airport environment are indeed designed with a specific purpose in mind, and well, it's not always for your convenience. Knowing these insider details can help you navigate the chaos with confidence. From the cleanliness of the restrooms to the very floor beneath your feet, there are psychological tricks at play. Let's pull back the curtain on these secrets together. First, let's talk about something we all need: the loo. You might notice that the bathrooms located right next to the departure gates are often the busiest and, quite frankly, the dirtiest. They see a constant stream of last-minute visitors, leading to long queues, overflowing dustbins, and less than ideal hygiene. This is especially true as the day goes on, but here's a simple trick. For a much cleaner and more peaceful experience, just take a short walk. If you head 5 to 10 gates away from your own, you'll often find facilities that are practically empty and far better maintained. The bathrooms near baggage claim areas are also a fantastic, often overlooked option for this very reason. Have you ever wondered why the flooring in the shopping and gate areas is often a soft, plush carpet, while the main concourses are hard tile? This isn't just a random design choice, it's a clever psychological tactic. Airport design psychologists know that soft surfaces make us feel more relaxed and at home. When you step onto that cozy carpet, your pace slows down, your stress levels decrease, and you enter a calmer state of mind. This relaxed mood makes you more likely to browse the shops and, more importantly, to spend money. Studies have shown that relaxed travelers can spend up to 10% more on impulse buys, from fancy chocolates to that extra neck pillow. The final trap in this section is the public USB charging port. In our connected world, a low battery can feel like a disaster, and those free charging stations look like a lifesaver. However, the FBI has issued warnings about a practice called juice jacking. Hackers can modify these public USB ports to install malware onto your phone or tablet, or even steal your personal data, passwords, and banking information the moment you plug in. It's a serious risk to your digital security. The safest way to charge your devices is to use a traditional electrical outlet with your own wall adapter. If you must use a USB port, carry a USB data blocker, a small, inexpensive device that allows power to flow but blocks any data transfer. Now let's move on to your belongings and your attire, which can have a bigger impact on your journey than you might think. We'll start with your checked luggage. Many of us are guilty of leaving old airline tags on our suitcases as souvenirs of past trips. While they might bring back fond memories, they can cause a logistical nightmare for the airport's baggage handling system. These systems rely on high-speed scanners to read the barcode on your current luggage tag to route your bag correctly. An old tag can confuse the scanner, which might read the wrong code and send your bag to a completely different city. The risk is even higher if you have a tight connection, so always make sure to remove all old tags before you check in. Here's a scary secret that every traveler with a soft-shell suitcase needs to know. Even if your bag is secured with a TSA-approved lock, it's not as safe as you believe. A common trick used by thieves requires nothing more than a simple ballpoint pen. They can forcefully jab the pen into the zipper, which pries the zipper teeth apart, giving them full access to your belongings inside. What's even more concerning is that after they've taken what they want, they can simply run the locked zipper pulls over the opening to reseal the bag, leaving no obvious evidence of tampering. To protect your things, consider investing in luggage with puncture-resistant zippers, or even better, a modern hardshell suitcase that has no zippers at all. Your choice of clothing can also unknowingly get you flagged for extra security screening, causing unnecessary delays and a bit of a fuss. The transportation security officers are trained to look for anything out of the ordinary. Outfits with lots of pockets like cargo pants can raise suspicion because they offer too many places to hide items. Similarly, large metal belt buckles, flowing maxi skirts, excessive jewelry, and even t-shirts with aggressive or controversial slogans can draw unwanted attention. To breeze through security, the best strategy is to dress simply. Think comfortable, easy to remove layers, minimal accessories, and shoes that you can slip on and off without any hassle. One final tip related to your carry-on bag: be very wary of the metal sizing bin at the gate. You might be tempted to test your bag to see if it fits, but this can be a trap. If your bag gets stuck, A gate agent will almost certainly notice and force you to check it, often for a hefty oversized baggage fee that can be quite expensive. If you are genuinely unsure if your carry-on meets the size requirements, there's a smarter way to check. Find an empty gate where no one is around and use their sizing bin for a discreet test run. This way you can find out if your bag fits without the risk of being penalized right before you board. Airlines and airports have their own strategies for managing the flow of passengers, and sometimes those strategies aren't aligned with giving you the most accurate or timely information. For instance, have you ever noticed that your departure gate information isn't posted until relatively close to your flight time? This is often a deliberate tactic. By withholding gate details, airports encourage passengers to remain in the central terminal area, which is conveniently filled with shops, restaurants, and bars. The longer you linger in this commercial hub, the more likely you are to spend money. It's a simple business decision that prioritizes retail revenue over your desire to get settled at your gate early. This strategy of delaying information also applies to flight delays themselves. Airlines are often hesitant to announce the full extent of a long delay all at once. Instead, they practice something called drip feeding, where they'll announce an initial 30-minute delay, then another and another. This method is psychologically effective because it keeps passengers hopeful and prevents a mass of angry customers from descending on the service desk all at once to demand rebooking or compensation. To get the real story, you need to become your own detective. Use flight tracking apps like Flight Radar 24 or FlightAware. These apps show you the plane's actual physical location, giving you a much more accurate idea of when it will actually arrive. Beyond information, airports are also quite sneaky about their free amenities. Many terminals offer wonderful free services like yoga rooms, quiet zones for meditation, interfaith chapels, and, most importantly, free water refill stations. However, these are often intentionally hidden away in obscure corners with poor signage. The reason is simple. If you can't find the free water station easily, you're much more likely to give up and buy an expensive bottle of water from a nearby shop. To avoid falling for this, do a little research before you leave home. Check the airport's official website or download its app to find a terminal map that pinpoints these hidden gems. If you're already at the airport and struggling to find these freebies, don't be shy about asking for help. Just be strategic about who you ask. Gate agents are often too busy or may not be the most informed about non-essential facilities. Instead, try asking the staff who move around the terminal more, such as janitorial workers or even employees in the airport shops. They often have a much better mental map of the entire concourse and can point you in the right direction for a quiet place to relax or a spot to fill up your water bottle, saving you a bit of money and a lot of frustration. In our modern age of travel, technology plays a huge role, and airlines are using it in ways that can directly affect your travel plans, sometimes without you even knowing it. One of the most surprising new developments is the use of artificial intelligence for what some airlines call proactive seat reassignment or predictive rebooking. Sophisticated AI systems analyze data to predict which passengers are likely to miss their connecting flights due to a tight layover or an incoming delay. The system then automatically gives their assigned seats away to standby passengers before the original passenger has even landed. This can lead to a very frustrating situation. You might hustle through the airport, make your connection against all odds, only to arrive at the gate and find that your seat has been given to someone else. If this happens to you, it's crucial to know your rights. You should immediately ask the gate agent if you have been involuntarily denied boarding. Using this specific phrase is key. If the answer is yes, you are legally entitled to compensation under aviation regulations. This compensation can include a significant cash payment, as well as meal vouchers and a hotel stay if the new flight is the next day. This proactive rebooking is just one example of how the airport experience is constantly evolving. From the moment you walk in, you are navigating a carefully constructed environment designed to influence your behavior and manage massive crowds. But knowledge is power. By understanding why the carpet is soft, why you should remove old luggage tags, and why you need to protect your devices at a charging station, you are no longer just a passive participant in the process. You become an informed traveler, capable of making smarter choices that save you time, money, and a great deal of stress. So the next time you head to the airport, remember these secrets. Pack a USB data blocker, dress simply for security, use a flight tracking app, and know what to do if your seat disappears. Traveling is about the joy of discovery, and the thrill of visiting new places, and your journey should start on a positive note. By being aware of these behind-the-scenes tricks and tactics, you can take control of your airport experience, navigate it with ease, and ensure your adventure begins long before you even board the plane. Happy travels.